sometimes on this program, we'll be talking about the issue of insecurity in the country. I'm talking about Nigeria. We won't keep quiet. We'll still keep talking about it until everything is resolved. Bystanders at Newsthings on Flip TV. Michael Adekunle, of course, is my name. Today's edition of Bystanders at Newsthings, we have here the Vanguard newspaper and the Nation newspaper. What are they giving us? Bringing out vital information. The Vanguard newspaper, what is the Vanguard telling us at the newsstands? All right, Revolution Now protest, still on the Revolution Now protest. DSS 6 court order to detain Sowore for 19 days. Revolution Now protest, DSS 6 court order to detain Sowore for 90 days. Of course, you know what happened to the founder of Sarah Reporters, Omoleye Sowore. He was detained by the DSS, still under the custody of the DSS. All right, we have stories here. Let's treat it. All right. Court fixes Thursday for ruling. Lawyer 5 orders arraigned. Court fixes Thursday for ruling. Lawyer 5 orders arraigned. I'm okay. Happy protest took place. Sowore speaks from detention. I'm okay. Happy protest took place. Sowore speaks from detention. Tackle complaints. Don't arrest protesters. Pandef tells federal government. CSOs flay shrinking civil space. Secondus orders call for Sowore's release. Kalu, the Nation's reporter, freed. Kalu, the Nation's reporter, the Nation's journalist, has been freed. Okay, call for revolution in democracy, condemnable. That's what Kebbi's state governor is saying. That's Bagudu. Okay, let's check out another story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, Ruga settlements, controversy pushing divisions in the country to near breaking point. That's what Mwabweze is saying on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Ghanaians like sex too much. Ghanaians like sex too much. I'm not the one saying this. It is actress Efia Odo saying this. Ghanaians like sex too much. That's what the actress is saying. I don't know if Ghanaians love sex. Second civil war will be calamitous, says Dan Suleiman. Second civil war will be calamitous, says Dan Suleiman. Okay, LCCI customs deal on cargo clearing turnaround. Let's move to another story here. Federal government review revenue sharing formula. That's what RMAFC boss is saying here. We have a picture here, and I would like you to take a look at the picture closely. Collapsed bridge. Scene of access bridge that collapsed during a rainstorm at the Gobi campus of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi State, killing 4 students on Monday night. Oh, this is a tragic one here. Okay, let's move to another story here. On Koza, I signed letter countering rape case at gunpoint. That's what Busola Dakolo is saying. That of course, you know what's going on the issue of Koza. Biodun Fatoyinbo being alleged of rape. I signed letter countering rape case at gunpoint. That's what Busola Dakolo is saying. That's the wife of the popular music star, Timi Dakolo. Female banker killed 2 guards injured as robbers attack back in Ondo State. On to the next one, which is the Nation newspaper. On to the next one, and was the Nation saying we have very interesting stories on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Catchy one here. Insecurity, written boldly. Insecurity. Bishops give federal government wake-up call. Bishop gives federal government wake-up call. Okay, let's check out the rider here. Time running out. Catholic bishops won. Time running out. Catholic bishops won. Of course, you know the tragedy that befell the bishops in Enugu State, where a priest was killed. Okay, governors caution protesters. 6 charged with treason. Governors caution protesters. 6 charged with treason on the top of the Nation newspaper. 9.9 billion naira fraud. The EFCC to freeze Lagos accounts. Wow. 9.9 billion naira fraud. The EFCC to freeze Lagos accounts. Buhari to swear in ministers August 21. The president to sign in ministers August 21. Kwara will join the EFCC to recover loot. Kwara will join EFCC to recover loot. Renowned artist Dali dies at 72. Another tragic one here. Nobel Prize author Morrison dies at 88. Okay, a table joins Stoke City this week. That's the spot this we have here. A table joins Stoke City this week. Let's check out the back side of the newspaper. The return of Crests and Tuke. The return of Crest and Tuke. Domestic terrorism in Nigeria and the United States. Domestic terrorism in Nigeria and the United States. Okay, these are the stories we have on the front pages of the Nation and the Vanguard newspaper. Our reviewers are always set to exercise their opinions on this platform. Let's join them. Bystanders at News 10. I'll be right back. What is your own view on this detention of Omolaye Sowore?
No, even if I make any comment, will that make any change in the decision of the government? It wouldn't make any change in the decision of the government now. Others have said, and did they ever make any move to comply with what others have said? It doesn't make any difference. It will be meaningless for me to speak because I know if people like Obasanjo, their speech cannot be counted. What is my own that will be we have significance? It does not make any difference. The government of the day is a government that does not listen to any advice. So why wasting my time to talk? I know my talk cannot be counted, just like our votes did not count. So I have no strength to talk about the nation, my brother.
90 days of detention. Don't you think it's absurd?
Which
90 days detention. That's what the SS is saying.
I beg you, I don't want to talk about politics. Forget that one.
You know, if you want to do anything in the country, if we are to be realistic, there used to be, even if you want to do rally or you want to do anything, they will let the security agents know that we want to do this kind of a thing. If really they want progress and they want it to be something that will change people or to change government, there must be information before it is done. You know, if we allow people just to be taking their own decision or taking law from their own hands, it will affect everybody, not the person that is doing it alone. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Now, if we allow, let me say, the herdsmen will start doing their own, the Boko Haram will start doing their own, the other people will start doing their own. Let the Christians say, okay, what the government is doing or whatever anybody is doing, they want to start their own. Are we not calling for the war? We cannot, because we want to support or we want to say somebody is doing something good and we say we should be doing what is wrong that can affect an individual. People are looking for what to eat, not that they will still go and be running a sketcher when there is problem. So if we want to do something, let's do it legally. You know, see the time those Wole Soyinka and some people are protesting, they will let government know that in so, if there is no change between this so and so time, we are going to take this decision. And it is done. And people will support it. If these people are trying to do something that is not, there is no pre-information about it, Some people will hijack it and they will make Nigeria to be otherwise. People are not thinking of other people's life. They think of their own alone. They want government to call them for settlement. That is the way some people look at it. So if somebody is arrested for illegal thing, I cannot say it's not good. But we will not open our eyes. If really we want to do the right thing, the government should be doing what is not necessary. Because they say democracy is government of the people. They have to have consideration of the people they are governed in their mind. That is my own opinion.
So now 90 days in detention, don't you think this is too much?
Legally, it's not a good one. The law says 24 hours. If you are detaining somebody for 90 days,
That's 3 months.
it is more than what Nigeria constitution stipulated. Government can arrest. We can be arrested. But let us go into the law. Charge the person to court. Let the court give its own verdict. Not that we are going to use the power and say we are detaining. No, it's uncalled for.
I don't really know what the man has done, but it's not good for someone to be arrested while protesting. Everybody has a right to protest. When you are not destroying things, you have the right to protest, except you are doing it violently. Otherwise, it's not good for somebody to be arrested while he's protesting. Because we're a federal government. It's not. I don't think it's a good idea for me.
Now, as a Nigerian, are you satisfied with current situation?
No. I'm not satisfied with it because the issue of insecurity in this country is very, very unfair. That's number one. Number two, the government promised us for life and property, for the protection of life and property, of which it's not doing it. People have been killing here and there, every part of the country, and it's doing nothing about it. So I don't think
The advice of the government, Sowore, should he be released before the 90 days?
It should be released. It should be released. It should be released. If he has to, at least he should be released. Let the court do his job, not a person or a government. The court is there, so he has the right to do whatsoever he has to do.
To me, it is necessary. Sowore should be ready to face the music. His utterance, its words, have anchored him. So he should be ready to face the music. You don't say something like that on here and you expect nothing to be done. You should be able to. You should be ready to face the music.
But this is democracy. Don't you have freedom of expression?
Our expression is being curtailed by laws. We have laws in this country that curtails some of our speech. You don't go on here and say something that will threaten the peace of the country, and you expect the government not to do anything. It's not possible.
Now, talking about revolution in Nigeria, talking about the way things are going on in Nigeria, don't you think this really calls for revolution?
Well, let's take a look at the first revolution in the world, the Russian Revolution of 1917, led by Lenin. Look at it. Let's consider. There are some things on ground. The first thing is education. Are we ready for this thing? We are not as a country. And again, looking at what is happening right now, I mean, what some people has been destroyed within 40 years. You don't expect someone to put things. I mean, to put everything
in place, to perform
within,
magic.
magic within 4 years. It's not possible. And so far so good. This present administration, they have done a little or a bit, not much. Though I expect much from them, but at least we can say, okay, we are going towards this direction now. So we know where we are going. So there's no need for revolution.
There's no need for revolution.
There's no need for revolution.
In spite of the insecurity that is going on in this country, kidnapping, banditry, robbery attacks, terrorism, and all those stuff.
Sorry, where is? I mean, mention one place that is secure in the whole world, that they have perfect security situation. Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Even the so-called US, it's not secure.
So Nigeria's own is not the first time.
It's not peculiar.
It's not peculiar. It's not special.
It's not special.
What did the Constitution say? Huh? The Constitution says we should allow every individual to announce or to address his opinion. The government cannot take everything. What is the definition of government? Is it only the government that will be governed? His government? It's government of government for the people, by people, and for the people. That's democracy. Everybody have right to explain himself. If you see something that is not okay with government, you criticize. But today, look what is happening. If you talk too much, they will arrest you, put you into a cage. But remember, in 2011, when APC, is it APC? CPC lost election. You see, the former presidential candidate then was weeping, crying. And he called for justice. So at the end of the day, they staged a protest at Ojota, where people, musicians, everybody were drumming.
Even the same Nigerian group.
The same Nigerian group. They were protesting over at Ojota to the extent that they wanted to collapse the government of the day. But by the God's grace, peace was restored. See, these are this system of democracy. You must allow every individual to express yourself. What caused that katakata then? Isn't that 100 naira per liter of fuel? 100 naira per liter of fuel. What are we experiencing today? It's not the same thing of 144 and 145 when nobody's protest. You see, power. Power is a how can I just qualify power? Power is a temporary thing. There's nothing in this life that is permanent. If you are in power today, remember that history will judge you tomorrow. Where is Babangida? Where is Absalom? Where is Obasanjo? Where is Jonathan today? But their legacy will speak for their own. So my advice for this present government is that they should think that that place is not a permanent home. They must surely leave that place.
90 days of detention in DSS custody. Don't you think this is not justified?
Well, I see no reason why they are going to detain him for 90 days. But we are looking up to our judiciary. We are going to look at the way they are going to approach the matter. Because the guy has not done anything contrary to the constitution, because our constitution allow protest, peaceful protest, which they carried out on Monday. From my observation, government just they twisted the matter. That is not what Sowore meant. Are you getting it? So there is something we call social revolution. So all what he meant is a social revolution, because despite the threats and all sort of that, the protest still, the protest happened on Monday, and none of the protesters carry arms. So that is to show you how the protest was planned, how they are going to carry out it. But from DSS allegation, they said he has committed treason, felony, incitement of public against the government constituted authority and all sort of that. But it's a total rubbish. It's a total rubbish. So, and I'm imploring the judiciary to look at the matter critically. So they must not dance to the tune of the executive. They should prove their independence as an arms of government. So Nigerians are looking up to them. They are studying them. The world are studying them. So as time goes on, I think they are going to rule on the matter tomorrow. So people are eagerly to know what the outcome will be. But it will be very unfortunate if they act otherwise. So acting otherwise means they have breached Sowore constitutional rights to protest. So that's the way I feel it. So because many people, it's not that what is happening in this nation, people are happy, but they are scared. And any nation whereby protest is banned, so it's like the people are still under colony. So colonization may not be, it's not when the foreigners or they come to. So we have internal colony. So that is the way it appears. Are you getting it? So I am also using this opportunity to tell the Nigerians and the whole world, especially the activists, to rise to this matter.
Well, some of them have been rising, they've been talking, speaking. None have even Pandef has called for the release of Sowore. But now, some other social political groups or social groups have not really supported this move. Why is it so?
As like what I said earlier, it's because they are scared. Are you getting it? Everybody are tired of what is happening in this Nigeria, but they are only waiting for who is going to bear the cat. And the man is courageous enough to lead the protest. Are you getting it? If you ask many people, they are not happy about what is happening in this nation, but they cannot talk because protest is forbidden in Nigeria. It is like when you protest, so you are going to pay for it dearly, if not with your life.
And is this right?
Totally wrong. So they believe that the government in power, they don't want protest. Are you getting it? They don't want protest at all. They don't want anybody to speak against their government, whether they are doing good or bad. So that is why people are not showing enough interest. But within them, in their mind, they are not happy. They are in support of Sowore in spirit, but most of them cannot come out because they cannot risk jail. So they don't want to risk their life. Protest and be killed or being castrated. That is the I mean the way this government is doing things. When you protest, so you are in problem. So and any nation, like I said, where people don't cannot they can, I mean, cannot
Exercise
exercise their rights. So I think there is nothing less than that. That like it's like we are still in military. It's like we are still operating the military system of government. Although as far as I know, I don't recognize Buhari as a democratic leader. As far as I know, because all the principles of democracy is not adopting it
He's not a respecter of rule of law.
at all, at all. Because it is only the rule of God that is guiding the democracy, and when that is lacking, so democracy is not in existence.
Thank you so much. When the lack of rule of law or respect of rule of law is lacking in democracy, democracy gets disrupted. Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. And this is where we're going to wrap it up on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. Do join us next time I shall bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand. Michael Adekunle is my name. Behind the camera, Latif Adewale. In the studio, Michael Ojo himself. That's the editor. Till I join you on the same channel, keep staying cool. Bye.